Hi guys, it's Hannah! Alright, so I totally understand you're doing finals this week. You don't have to do a video. Don't worry about it. In fact, to respect your decision not to make a video, I am wearing my pajamas. Yeah, so, I'm here for you. I'm with you. Alright, so it's YouTube Comedy Week, so I think we should celebrate by me reading one of my very favorite passages from my tattered copy of Terry Pratchett's Guards, which might be my favorite book. Yeah, pretty much my favorite book. I'd like it in hardcover someday. This is kind of... the spine's all bent and stuff. Ugh. Anyway, here we go. Let's see. In this scene, Lady Sybil, who is a highborn lady who breeds dragons, swamp dragons, that is, little dragons, she is being attacked by a mob. See, there's been a dragon in the city of Ankh-Morpork terrorizing the populace, and the mob is basically killing anything that looks like a dragon, alright? Meanwhile, Captain Vimes of the dilapidated City Watch is staying over at her place because he was sick and hurt, and she's a public-spirited sort of woman who wanted to take care of his wounds and such. Anyways. Let's see. "What," she said, "is the meaning of this? If a ramkin had ever been given to introspection, she would have admitted that it wasn't a very original line. But it was handy, it did the job. The reason that clichés become clichés is that they are the hammers and screwdrivers in the toolbox of communication." The mob filled the broken doorway. Some of it was waving various sharp implements with the up-and-down motion of proper rioters. I want you to keep in mind that my male voices are sadly lacking in variety, so I'll do my best. "Well," said the leader, "it's a dragon in it." There was a chorus of muttered agreement. "What about it?" said Lady Ramkin. "Well, it's been burned in the city. They don't fly far. You got dragons here. Could be one of them, couldn't it?" "Yeah, that's right. QED. Some riders can be very well educated. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna put 'em down." "That's right, yeah. Pro bono publico." Lady Ramkin's bosom rose and fell like an empire. She reached out and grabbed the dunging fork from its hook on the wall. "One step nearer, I warn you, and you'll be sorry," she said. The leader looked beyond her to the frantic dragons. "Yeah? And what'll you do, eh?" Her mouth opened and shut once or twice. "I shall summon the watch," she said at last. The threat did not have the effect she expected. Lady Ramkin had never paid much attention to those bits of the city that didn't have scales on. "Well, that's too bad," said the leader. "That's really worrying, Makes me go all weak at the knees, that does." He extracted a lengthy cleaver from his belt. "And now you just stand aside, lady, because..." A streak of green fire blasted out of the back of the shed, passed a foot over the head of the mob, and burned a charred rosette in the woodwork over the door. Then came a voice that was a honeyed purr of sheer deadly menace. "This is Lord Mountjoy Quickfang Winterforth the Fourth, the hottest dragon in the city. It could burn your head clean off." Captain Vimes limped forward from the shadows. A small and extremely frightened golden dragon was clamped firmly under one arm. His other hand held it by the tail. The rioters watched it, hypnotized. "Now I know what you're thinking," Vimes went on softly. "You're wondering, after all this excitement, has it got enough flame left? And I ain't so sure myself." He leaned forward, sighting between the dragon's ears, and his voice buzzed like a knife blade. "What you gotta ask yourself is, am I feeling lucky?" They swayed backward as he advanced. "Well? Are you feeling lucky?" For a few moments, the only sound was Lord Mountjoy Quickfang Winterforth the Fourth's stomach rumbling ominously as fuel sloshed into its flame chambers. "Now look said the leader, his eyes fixed hypnotically on the dragon's head. "There's no call for anything like that. In fact, he might just decide to flare off all by himself," said Vimes. "They have to do it to stop the gas building up. It builds up when they get nervous. And I reckon you've made them all pretty nervous by now." The leader made what he hoped was a vaguely conciliatory gesture, but unfortunately he did it with the hand that was still holding a knife. "Drop it," said Vimes sharply, "or your history." The knife clanged on the flagstones. There was a scuffle at the back of the crowd as a number of people, metaphorically speaking, were a long way away and knew nothing about it. "But before the rest of you good citizens disperse quietly and go about your business," said Vimes meaningfully, "I suggest you look hard at these dragons. Do any of them look 60 feet long? Would you say they got an 80-foot wingspan? Or what do they flame, do you say?" "Dunno," said the leader. Vimes raised the dragon's head slightly. The leader rolled his eyes. Dunno, sir, he corrected. Do you want to find out? The leader shook his head, but he did manage to find his voice. Who are you, anyway? He said. Vimes drew himself up. Captain Vimes, City Watch, he said. This met with almost complete silence. The exception was the cheerful voice somewhere in the back of the crowd which said, Night shift, is it? Vimes looked down at his nightshirt. In his hurry to get off to his sickbed, he shuffled hastily into a pair of Lady Ramkin's slippers. For the first time he saw that they had pink pom-poms on them. It was at this moment that Lord Mountjoy Quickfang Winterforth IV chose to belch. It wasn't another stab of roaring fire. It was just a near-invisible ball of damp flame which rolled over the mud and singed a few eyebrows, but it definitely made an impression. Vimes rallied magnificently. They couldn't have noticed his brief moment of sheer terror. That one was just to get your attention, he said, poker face. The next one will be a little lower. Said the leader. Right you are, no problem. We were just going anyhow. No big dragons here, right enough. Sorry you've been troubled. Oh no, said Lady Ramkin triumphantly. You don't get away that easily. She reached up onto a shelf and produced a tin box. It had a slot in the lid. It rattled. On the side was the legend, The Sunshine Sanctuary for Sick Dragons. And then the mob fled. I love this book. Anyway, this is a long video because you guys aren't going to be able to make a video, and frankly, I miss you guys a whole bunch. Dang, I miss you. I'm so glad that I'm going to see you on Saturday, and I can't wait. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm looking forward very much to seeing you. I hope that this video made you laugh a little bit. William, I have a YouTube channel for you. It's called Awe Me. A-W-E, me channel. Okay? Awe Me channel. Because one of the segments of that channel, a guy makes swords from TV shows and video games. I just watch him make, you know that big, huge freaking sword that's like this wide and 6 feet long? Cloud has it. He made that. Yeah. He made Finn the human's sword. He made the Keyblade. So cool. Anyway, check him out if you have the time or if you need a break from studying. But not for too long, because studying. Also, you should know that I got the Mark of Athena before I got the Son of Neptune, and it's very frustrating. I'm trying very hard not to look into that book. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you Saturday. Bye!